Well, hello, well, see this.
Afriforum has warned the ANC beforehand that the relationship with the US cannot be saved by falsely downplaying the legitimate concerns that the US has as so-called the result of misinformation. This strategy did not work, and now we are all reaping the bitter fruits. But it is very important that we do save the relationship with the US. Therefore, Afriforum proposes that we address the core issues that President Trump has now mentioned, namely farm murders, as well as the disrespect for property rights. And the solutions are easy. Afriforum proposes, with regard to farm murders, that the President condemns the Kill the Boer chant that calls for ethnic violence against Afrikaners. He should acknowledge that farm murders are accompanied by tortures. Then also farm murders should be declared as a priority crime. It's already done with regard to rhino poaching. Why not in this case? With regard to property rights, the solution is also easy. Scrap section or article 12.3 of the Expropriation Act that allows for expropriation without compensation, and change article 19.2 that allows expropriation before the property owner can go to court.
Okay, so recently was shared, it says that it was actually from the CEO of Afriforum, Kelly Carroll. He says at Afriforum, he says US boycott G20. He says at Afriforum, I warned the ANC in advance that South Africa's relationship with the USA cannot be repaired by forcibly dismissing American concerns as a result of misinformation. The reckless strategy of the ANC-led government has now failed. The country is reaping the bitter fruits thereof. Now, it's in the country's best interest to restore relations with the USA. Afriforum proposes that this be done by finding solutions to, among other things, the farm murder crisis and a lack of respect for property rights, issues that have once again been highlighted by President Trump. Now, these are the reasons and the concerns that they think the South African president needs to do if he actually wants to amend and then solve the relationship between SA and the USA. What's this? So he says Afriforum proposes the following. So one is farm murders. He actually cited the presidency and also the Cyril Ramaphosa says most unconditionally condemn the Kill the Boer chant, which calls for ethnic violence against Afrikaners. Again, this is acknowledgement must be given that farm murders are often accompanied by access torture and violence. He also says farm murders must be declared a priority crime, as is already the case with many other crimes. Even rhino poaching is a priority crime. Again, it says that the government must ensure that the policy or the police cooperate with farm and neighborhood watch groups that operate within the framework of the law. Nice. And the next point is actually Expropriation Act. He says the first point is the government must commit itself to protecting property's rights. Now, the next thing is section 12.13 of the Expropriation Act says which makes expropriation without compensation possible must be repealed. Now, again, it says section 19 clause 2 of the Expropriation Act, which allows expropriation to take place before the courts have given a final ruling, must be amended. So basically, these and more are what the Afriforum think that if the South African president is to take measures with it, they can actually help solve the South Africa-US relations. They believe that if South Africa actually solve these one or two points I've labeled, it can actually make the South Africa-US relations more better, he think. But when it was shared, my brother, a lot of us South African people shared their point of view though. What's this? This brother came and says, no, Kali, the only reckless strategy is the one you have been running. You have been, it says that you'll be remembered as one of South Africa's biggest traitors. Despicable. Wow. You, my friend, took a share point of view though, because it seems like a lot of people were not happy with his takes and how he's actually acting. Again, this brother says, Trump said you are welcome in America where there is no genocide. Only a few people went there. Now you are shifting the blame by you went to USA and lied about the genocide. Why don't you go to America, Carrie? Okay. Again, this one says you have never spoken about the innocent blacks killed in the farms. You have never condemned the shallow graves found on farms. Blacks being fed to pigs, shot and mistaken of dogs. You have advocated for destruction of our country, threatening its sovereignty, lied about it. Wow. This is what people believed that the CEO of Afriforum and the Afriforum movement are actually about, threatening the sovereignty of South Africa. Wow. And lastly, bro says, Kelly, you have been treating the same demands for the whole year now. Don't you get fired? President Ramaphosa is not going to take instructions from you. You are actually lucky that the ANC is weak, because if you are pulling these stunts in another country, you will be jailed by now. Basically, these and more are what some South Africans think, and they believe that the Afriforum is doing way too much, and they think that they are causing division and causing instability in the country. You, my friend, what do you think, and how do you think this can be solved? The name is Vashi. Thank you for your time, and see you guys around for more African Face news. Thank you.